Hey guys, gonna be making a video addressing a couple comments I've been getting. Nothing like that knife is gay or anything. This video is starting off sounds so depressing. No, but seriously, a lot of you guys are asking questions like, oh well, if Steve just said, well, production steels they don't matter. Um, yeah, well, they still are relevant. Um, a lot of times it seems like with Spyderco, that sucks. It seems like they fuck up their heat treats. But I mean, here's the thing: what Steve's doing and what I'm doing, little bit different, right? So I'm cutting rope. So my results are going to fall more in line with Pete from I'll link his channel. You all know Pete. If you guys follow me, you follow Pete, like by default. Um, and I think a lot of the backlash Steve gets is because his results don't fall within other people's, but he's doing something different. He's doing stuff that has never been done in the knife steel testing world before. Um, Ouch. This is like pretty smooth carbon fiber, so if you scratch it, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, I did a video on this knife and somebody commented, hey, why even talk about steel? And it's, well, I mean, why why talk about anything? Like, um, why talk about, I don't even know. Like, why talk about factory edges? Why talk about that? Why talk about flipping action? I mean, it's still relevant. In my testing, it's going to be a little bit more predominant and a little bit different than in Steve's testing. Steve is testing a little bit differently, and when you're cutting cardboard, it's not quite the same as cutting rope. Rope is like hard. Cardboard is soft, but it has like abrasives in it. Like rope is here. It's like it's hard. Like it's like a brittle material. So basically, higher carbide volume steels tend to shine. Once you get to it's not gonna be the super hard steels. These will chip out on you. And I mean, I'm going to be testing this one, probably not today or tomorrow because Christmas Eve and Christmas. But I would be interested to put, why don't we make it this knife, this ZDP right here, and then I'm going to grab my EDC for today, this guy right here. Why don't we do an S90V? Because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, we can all agree S90V is a fairly wear-resistant steel. At least at the production knife level. And guys, like, look, I'm 21. I can't afford customs to test. You know, and like, I like production knives. Something about them I like. Yeah, so why don't we put this guy head to head with our ZDP right there, and then a lot of times, yes, guys, I realize I have not been counting. Sorry about that. In the rope cut test, I don't count the cuts a lot of times. I will count them, and I'll post them in the description. But, I mean, I'm not a perfect person. And as Nick Shabazz would say, I am not a brilliant man. However, I am trying. And I'm super busy with work and all that family stuff. So bear with me. So next test we're going to do probably next week sometime. We're going to put this guy directly head to head. And I'm going to repeat the test. Both of them have been sharpened plenty of times. So don't worry about factory edges, guys. It's a non-issue. If it were this knife, like this one, I've seen these sharpened on KMEs and they get really fat bevels down here and by the tip. So this one, until I get my second 0560 CBCF. The one, I actually worked it out with a guy. When he's ready to sell his, he's going to sell it to me. You'll never believe what the fucking serial number on his is. It's 0560. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, yeah, so I'm probably going to pick up like an S110V Para 2 just to kind of show, because in my experience with my testing, like S30V hasn't done exceptionally well in any knife. It hasn't blown anything away. Maximit, people talk about composition not mattering. Like, I mean, I don't know how you could say that. I tested Maximit. Here's the little guy. Oh, what a great fucking knife this is. I tested that, what was it, Manix 2? Lightweight in Maximit? Man, like, I don't know. That knife cut for fucking ever, guys. And then I did LMAX. I tested a ZT and LMAX. And that destroyed S30V. That I was cutting forever with a recurve. So all the damage was focused in one little spot on the edge. Yeah, and then, I mean, H1, like, H1 kind of performed like S35VN. S35VN just bombed, like, for what it is, composition-wise. I think this is going to do pretty well. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, because it is a straight-ish blade. Somebody got carried away right here at the tip. But this is Manix 75. It's kind of like S90V. Focus. It's like S90V with nitrogen. So it's like in the class of H1, LC200N, CTS BD1N, those kind of steels. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, we're going to put M4 in there with ZDP and S90V. So, and people seem to think Spyderco is like the only company that can heat treat a knife. So I guess I'll tailor to that. In my experience, ZT and Benchmade do a great job. I mean, of course, they're nothing compared to a custom, but I mean, Triple B, like, we're not going to compete on Triple B's level as far as heat treat goes. Like, there's no fucking way, guys. But I just thought I'd make this video talking about, you know, like, why, because somebody literally said, why does composition matter? You know, Steve said this. Well, I know what Steve said. I talk to Steve every day. It's just, you know, things are very circumstantial, and I think, especially in this arena of, like, steel, of course heat treat is far more important than steel, but it's one of those things that can't be counted out, you know? It's just like cars, guys. I mean, back in the day, Bentley used to use, I think it was a V16, and it got like 200 horsepower. Now, like, a 4-cylinder can get 200 horsepower. You just tune it up. So heat treat is like tuning. So you can get like a V6 whatever to put out 500 horsepower. You just got to tune it right. And that's kind of like, this would be like a V8, your S110V. You just got to give it a, you know, tune it up. Get it to that 1,000 horsepower, you know, level. And this is not highly tuned, I wouldn't think. Most of these I carry because they're knives I love. Like, I love the designs, regardless of the heat treat. So, alright guys, well that's pretty much it. Have a good Christmas, and I will see you guys in the next video.